good deed happens to you, oh, I'm blessed.
Yeah, kind.
You know, but you don't know what God you serve, where those blessings are coming from. So you receive these benefits and still don't know the Lord, man. You still worship Chazray, you still worship Allah, you know, Buddha, whatever the shit you niggas are into, man. Money, mammon. But still don't know the Lord, man. That's why the Lord's he's gonna torment you, man. You got Tyler Perry leading the charge.
Yeah.
You know, having everybody sing along with him.
What was it? The whole
world is in his hands.
It's
You
good.
don't know it.
But who are you referring to that have the world in his hands? Yeah, we know you mean the God you serve, which is Satan. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked, you know. So that's what y'all check. Okay. And then you saw Mariah Carey, she threw up 360s when she was singing. Come on, man. Y'all niggas finna get dealt with. Plus, you have that Western mentality anyway, so just that mindset alone would not even allow you to convert. You know, you're gonna have an issue with what's required of you once you do come into this thing. So just off of that alone, you're gonna despise the liberty that's being given to you, where the Lord is extending His hand to show mercy. So basically, He's calling you to repentance. But you don't want to do that. So guess what? Well, since you don't want to repent and come to me, well, the brother, he's reading it. You're going to dwell in torments. You're going to know it after death by pain. Your ass is getting put in a detention center, and you don't know where your children is at. For all I know, they can still be trafficking during this time.
Kind.
What do you think? Hey, what do you think Esau's taking with him in the bunkers?
Real talk. Yeah, a lot of you shameless sluts, whores out here that Western promiscuous culture, that city girl spirit. You all on social media clapping your ass every second to get attention and likes and clout and money sent to your cash app or whatever. A lot of tabs is being kept on you from a lot of higher ups. They looking to get some alone time with you, and then after that alone time, they want some organs from you.
And some blood.
And your blood.
They'll be taking organs down there too with a surgeon. So they, like what's that devil that just died with 7 heart transplants?
David Rockefeller. That's why them motherfuckers live so damn long.
Yeah. And then all them organs come from Jake. All Jake organs.
Yeah.
200 years old.
Real shit, man. The scriptures say that, man. A lot of y'all gonna get tormented, man. Scriptures talk about wives being ravished, men being put to death with the sword,
babies dashed to pieces.
Yeah. Zechariah 4.
Chapter 11, verse 4.
Get it?
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 4. Thus saith Yahweh, thy power, feed the flock to the slaughter.
Yep.
Going on to 5. whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not.
Yeah, you know, if you got the false leaders, they obviously been compromised because they didn't prepare you for this. They didn't warn you about it.
These entertainers are
Got a bunch of hirelings out there.
Exactly.
So they don't care that, you know, that they didn't basically sold you out. Because they finna eat good. They thinking they gonna secure themselves in a time of this evil. Like they just gonna be protected, you know, because they done made their deal, they got their little bag, you know. They gonna stock up, they good, man. Go ahead.
For I will no more pit the inhabitants of the land, saith Yahweh. But lo, I will deliver the man, everyone into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king. And they shall smite the land, and out of their hand I will not deliver them. And going on to 7. And I will feed the flock of slaughter, even you, O poor of the flock. And I will took unto me 2 steeds, and one I called Beauty, and the other I called Bands, and I fed the flock.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's prophetic. You know, it's dealing with basically the time of the Lord, Yahweh Shai. So basically, those that reject Yahweh Shai, which it was prophesied that you're gonna have those that reject Yahweh Shai, they're gonna get caught up out there. They're gonna get broken down. They're gonna be judged, man. And a lot of our people, they're offended at Yahweh Shai. If you're offended at Yahweh Shai, that means you're offended at the word. All right. So those that are offended at the word, you're gonna get judged, man.
Yahweh Shai is the word.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 9 and 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. So you gotta be more focused on getting the salvation, because everybody around you is seeking death right now. They're doing the things that are going to lead to death at this time. They're going to continue to be ungodly, they're going to continue to be ungrateful, and operate without fear of Yahweh. So that's for everybody else right now that can see and understand this thing, to get their minds right. And under Yahweh Shai, get in his good graces, feed his flock, so that you may be protected in that day. Because we're at the doorstep of the day. Believe it or not. We're at the doorstep of the day. I don't know what other evidence you people need to see it. That was
it on me, yeah, too. Let's go back to 2 Ezra 15.
Yeah, the mentality of our people in America is they love this place so much, man. They love their lives in this place so much. They were comfortable. They want to return to that comfort, you know.
The state of comfort.
And they willing to serve the enemy, which is Esau, you know, without them unknowingly, you know, because they think they're free now. All right, but this is the mentality of our people right here, which this eventually is going to translate to the chip. This is Exodus chapter 21 and verse 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will now go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, unto the doorpost, and his master shall bow his ear through with an out, and he shall serve him forever.
So that's beautiful. The way that it equates to the people not want to leave ancient Egypt, the same way you don't want to leave America. The new Egypt again, or Solomon Egypt. Okay? And you're willing to take that war or that marking of your oppressors or your slave masters' mark upon you to prove you'd rather be in possession of him. Because what did the Jake say when they got out there and they said, man, Moses brought us out here to die. We were living good in Egypt. We had jobs and shit. It's
About
dumbasses.
the food they had
We had all this
the
good
onions
food.
and the cucumbers
Yeah,
and
the
the
leeks.
leeks and the
Garlic.
Garlic.
And all of that. Simple.
they had chop suey and shit. They had some stir fry in that bitch, man.
Hey, there's a lot of Jake that are well off here in America, and they don't want to give that up. So hey, they're gonna take that shit.
Oh yeah.
All right.
A lot of Jake that's been that have finally climbed the corporate ladder, that have finally got to the place that they're at. I can buy J's anytime they come out. There's low level thinking ass shit that do not want to give this place up. I got to get my contract for the league. They can't wait till the NBA open back up because they feel like they about to make the league next round.
Yeah, kind of.
Fuck out of here, man. People are dying. And it's only gonna get worse. I don't mean just the dying, but the conditions of that's the thing about that show, Walking Dead. It started off as just something simple. Okay, a few people here and there. Then it moved up to where they're becoming zombies and shit. But eventually it became about the moral decay of the people. That show turned into that's why I didn't like watching it as much, but it showed something true. The moral decay of the people is worse than the pandemic that's coming. The little pandemic that people are scared of now, that's not the people that's talking about, you need Pampers for your baby, you need milk. They're gonna kill you for that same milk and Pampers back eventually. So understand that.
Go watch that movie Carriers. You watch that movie.
Yep.
Basically, there's no mercy. You know, it's limited resources. You know, a lot of people that died off, and you're afraid if you run into somebody else, they might they might have a virus that's contagious,
Or they want to take your
or
shit.
they might want to kill you and take your stuff.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna get like that, man.
Exactly.
People ain't taking no chances. They ain't gonna spare each other. They ain't gonna have any mercy, no compassion.
Just 40 years ago, men would literally stop on the side of the road and help a woman with her car, help her with a tire, whatever, get back on the road, and they both go their own way without no troubles. Hey, you take it easy, thank you, and then drive off, whatever. Now, you can't trust nobody to help you on the side of the road. You better call AAA.
If someone does stop, they're looking to see what they can take from it.
Yep.
To plant you.
Yep. That's in them movies. All of them post-apocalyptic movies.
Be a setup.
See, and in the movies, when someone is approaching someone, they're always cautious. Like, okay, all right, no, I don't want nothing. Whatever you got, yada, yada, yada. And these times, these people are not going to be like the people in the movies.
No.
They're going to walk right into a fucking trap.
Because they need.
Yeah, exactly.
They're willing to get themselves into a situation, not knowing if it's good or bad, just on the hope that something good may come out. It's worth the risk.
And they're naive to the facts that, the brother said, love above meaning shall wax cold. Like, I thought we were buddies. I thought we were neighbors. I thought we were friends.
Hungry, my
Look at my
baby.
kids is like,
Yeah,
Exactly.
I ain't got no friends. No, I don't know who you are, nigga.
No. Come on, buddy. Come on in. You got to
Run it. Run that shit.
run that.
Come up out there.
Yeah.
It was 2nd Ezra 6 and 20. So 2nd Ezra 6 and 24. It says, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies,
Yep.
and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein." The springs
Hey,
of the-
everybody don't be scared of each other. First off, they're already creating a boundary with the social distancing.
Kind.
So people aren't close and chit-chatting like
Yeah.
they were. They already, but what do they have people already conditioned for? To be on their cell phones in the same space that their voices can reach, but they'd rather do this. because now the virus can travel with the words to the next person. But if you're doing this, then it's nothing. But 5G is the shit that's fucking you up with these phones too. This devil is fucking diabolical. He set this shit up right beautifully on time, and it's falling right into the plans that he wanted, particularly the plans of the Heavenly Father. You was getting something, Jamal?
No, I still hold the second Ezra's 15. Yeah, go from there. Second Ezra's back in that second Ezra's 15 and 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
So where's that part that came from? What do you say? Bring that last word, that Egypt one again.
Behold, my people is led
the flock to the slaughter.
As a flock to the slaughter.
And that slaughter that you people are lined up for is that same sword that's been furbished. Yeah, the same condition of the people that loathe the law, while this is the time of yet liberty that you can get right during this grace period. Now, if you didn't prepare, guess what? Too bad. Now you're thrown in the heat of the game, in the heat of the fire, in the heat of the battle right now. And you're not prepared, so you're going to get ran through and slaughtered. This devil is putting the troops and all the weapons and all the guillotines and all the tanks and everything he got, putting all his artillery on Front Street to handle you people. Why else would he? There's no war that we have with people, with a country on earth, that they need urban vehicles and shit like that. They learn the tactics over there in Iraq, and they're gonna bring them right here and use them against you people. Those flash bangs and shit like that, all that type of stuff. That's for urban warfare.
So they can afford to bring all these troops back because World War III is gonna be fought more with missiles, drones.
Isaiah. Burning the fuel of smoke now.
That's it. Isaiah 95. I'll grab it.
Battle of the North.
That's why they can afford to bring troops back. You know, because they're bringing 1 million troops, right? How hard was it for them to? Obama was trying to bring troops out of Afghanistan. Trump was trying. Everyone was trying to bring troops out, but all of a sudden they could bring 1 million back.
Right.
You know. Like they ain't bringing back like it ain't shit.
Yeah, it's on the way already.
It was like pulling teeth trying to get.
That's all you had to do?
Yeah.
Oh, why you sending more? Obama, he said he was about to bring them back. He sent another 100,000, was it? Right when he was supposed to be bringing them. And then he got out of office. Now he's just bringing 1 million back, no problem. It says real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments robed in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." So they don't need those soldiers and garments in blood and confused noise.
Yeah, you no longer need that hand-to-hand combat.
Yep, no more hand-to-hand combat. They shoot with projectiles and long-range missiles.
They using PlayStation 2 controllers, bro.
Yeah.
That people are comfortable with already, right? Yeah. Ready to get you. Because you're already familiar with it.
I mean, well, it's still going to be truce.
Yeah.
Armageddon.
Absolutely.
You know, the mountain of the troops.
It's
they're
still
going to
go
all into the Middle East. They're going to fight that World War III. You know, but for this time, you know, a lot of troops going to come back from overseas to basically shut up shop in America.
Yeah, I mean, Trump is just trying to regulate shit here in Babylon. He figured he's going to need that kind of force to tie, bind everything the way they need it to be. Yep. Basically to take control of the people.
Because you still have troops all in U.S. bases all throughout the world.
Exactly.
On battleships, those aircraft carriers, the submarines, all that shit. So, but that is a lot of troops just to bring back. But still, like we were saying, they got, America's like Rome was. Their army was spread thin all throughout the world.
That's why they're getting the bases attacked over in Iraq,
Yeah.
It's like a secret war that's actually happening over there right now.
Would that be?
But they keep oversaturating, you know, the media with this whole COVID-19. And I tell you what's really happening over there in the Middle East. War is still on the horizon, man.
Fine, bro.
Yeah, ever more.
That'd be an option for them to issue the draft right then, because the mind spirit, if I can't beat them, join them. You know, that type deal, because you got all those troops coming back right now, and then you see the flood of troops and you can't go anywhere or anything like that. Well, I may as well go ahead and I'm be up and move around.
At least I have a job. At least, you know, it's sad, man. But oh well. It's sad because you people don't see it, but guess what? Oh well, man, you people deserve it.
Kind.
And we're willing to go through the harsh realities for the men of the Lord that won't join into this society, that won't be let that all be put in our ear for the slave masters, but rather have the mark of exemption from Yahweh.
Kind.
And nothing can separate us from that.
That's why it says in Isaiah 13, he that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword, man.
Kind.
And just, you know, if you serve this system, like if you in the military or, you know, you work in the government or whatnot, by default you have to serve the beast. So that means that once the system is restructured, which is already have been done, all you people that are opposed to society in those fields, you all have to take the mark. You gotta take that shit, man. You know, you gotta put that so-called that bore, you know, into your body, man.
Bro, in some government buildings in Mexico, the employees already have to be chipped to work in those specific government buildings. So, like you were saying, if you work for the government here, the military, you're going to get chipped.
And guess
It's
what?
going to be mandatory. You're going to have the chip. The chip is going to be mandatory to those employees.
So think about this. Now they're shutting down these small businesses like we were going into last night, right? And only the corporations will be there. Well, guess what the corporations going to make you take?
They're gonna get away from cash.
Yeah.
All of them are saying, fuck the cash.
Cash got the coronavirus.
Think about this. You have a government job or you have one of these corporate positions, and the times we're living in now where jobs are far and few. Are you going to be willing to sacrifice your job, quit your job, to not receive the mark of the beast with the RFID chip? You know, a lot of these people are going to be faced with a decision pretty soon. And we know majority of the people, 99% of the people are going to take it. You know? They're going to, I need to feed my family, I need to pay my rent, my mortgage. You know, I know it's the mark of the beast, but fuck it, give it to me.
Yeah.
Because to save their life on this side. Scripture says,
Those that
I was going to it. I was going right to it. Yeah, this is Matthew 16 and 25. It says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it."
Yeah, and we're the ones trying to lose our life on this side for Yahweh B'Shem.
Kind.
That we may gain life eternal.
Yep.
Okay? That's the life that we want. We want life eternal. Hey, because life eternal is not captivity. Life eternal is in the kingdom of heaven. It'd be different if we were asked for life eternal on this side.
Yeah, I want to live forever.
I want to live forever with this shit. Hey, we bring that Tupac verse up, right? His only fear of death is coming back to this motherfucker like this, reincarnated. Is how I interpret what he said. Coming back to the world still as a slave and not in rulership. But we know by the tokens and the prophecies that's going on, if we were down this side, the life we're coming back to is the kingdom of heaven. Rulership. Especially dying within this truth. You know, serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. How much more glory is that, you know, to have life eternal?
Shit, my Lord sacrificed for me, I'd sacrifice for him.
That's right.
That's what it is.
Yep.
You know?
That's what it is.
Sacrifice your life for your brethren, man.
Yep. some would even dare to die for a righteous man before Yahweh Shai. You wouldn't give your life in an instant? Come on. You gotta really believe that. You gotta know that. Because he's the same one that'll grant you life again. He already overcame death, but he came back from the grave. I don't want to go far from, I'm venturing off with just flowing, but you can go back to that second Ezra.
2nd Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof.
And he said, with plagues as before. That doesn't mean that the same exact plagues have to hit Egypt. Though some of them are very similar, right? But more so, seriously? Wow. But more so hitting it before they destroy this place. The plagues leading up to this thing gonna destroy this place before the great Exodus comes again. Okay? Because we're about to get out of here in an Exodus. We're about to make a real Exodus, but it's gonna be the elect getting out with this Exodus. Not the whole nation this time. Leave the baby window open to catch coronavirus, huh? Okay. You got more, right?
Yeah, God. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
And all these plagues and punishments that's coming to the earth to destroy people, eventually, the point is gonna be. Now think, if you open the door going 30 miles an hour, I'll make your ass get out too. Get your ass out of here. I don't know who you are. Hey, this place, you guys don't get it, man. This shit is crazy.
But you see, that could have easily been a Edomite. That could have.
Yeah, Khan, that's what I was thinking, bro.
And they could have just dipped off into
the sunset,
to the sunset, man.
Gone. To the bunker or wherever.
Yeah.
And literally
take her organs and everything.
Yeah, they're gonna take her organs. You know.
Play Thanksgiving. Carved her up.
That's crazy, man. Like literally just not even a minute ago.
She's back up here.
Walking down the street.
She was walking down the street, and then next thing you know, we see her in a truck on the passenger seat with the opening the door while the car is still in motion. And then right now, literally, she's walking right back this way.
Seconds ago. I'm still in the same breath.
Yeah.
Khan.
The same point.
Yeah.
Because me and Krazali looked at the other like, what the fuck?
There's some wild shit going on, man.
And these days, the spirits that's out here, man, you guys aren't prepared to deal with this.
Man.
You guys are not equipped to deal with this level of spirits out here. Because you haven't been in the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai as a hedge of protection. Go back to that.
I'll read it again. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
The plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. The punishment. That's not a good thing. Okay? Keep reading, bro.
They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail as the fearful constellation. It just had a hailstorm in, what was it, Midwest somewhere?
Arkansas,
yeah.
Missouri. There was a hailstorm and it was a tornado.
Yeah. And that
So that's ripping through all the fields over there.
Yeah, the agriculture.
And really, the farming industry, they've been suffering for the past few years now.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they've been depressed. They ain't been able to grow anything.
Committing
They're not
suicide.
making no money.
They've been having floods. The snowstorm, that polar vortex, destroyed a lot of their crops also.
Yeah. We had a lot of the livestock, a lot of the cattle.
Oh yeah,
that got killed in the floods. Was that the year before last?
It was the cattle and the chickens.
Yeah, that's the most high setting up for the famine in Egypt. Black and green.
And those locusts, they keep traveling further east. You know, like they ravaged through East Africa and they ended up in Asia. Now they're running through Asia right now. And they're still going eastward.
They hit China. China produces a lot of crops and stuff that supplies America. People don't realize that. They think it's the heartland and we still grow stuff here. Yeah, they do, but not in
No,
abundance
no.
as China.
Not for the demand that's here.
Exactly, and they can get it way cheaper over there in China. But once that swarm of locusts hits China, hey, they can't. There's nothing they can do. It's no protocol that China couldn't. It's like not the coronavirus where they could shut everything down. You can't shut the locusts down.
You can't tell them to leave. You can't quarantine people away from locusts.
Yeah, those effects of the supply chains from China, man, it's gonna start taking an effect. People gonna start feeling it.
I was hoping that shit was gonna tip all the way to fuck over, man.
Yeah, these people
Goddamn kids, bro.
These people gonna start feeling the supply chains cut off from China in this month in April, man. So all the pharmaceutical drugs people been getting, all the different foods.
They already shut your dispensaries here in America.
It's gonna get serious month of April, man.
Since the rent due.
Reality gonna set in people's minds.
You can't get your
The
drugs
rent
no
due,
more.
you can't get your drugs. They shut down the liquor stores. You know?
Wait till these pharmacies eventually shut down.
Yeah.
Because people with the prescription drugs like diabetic pills, high blood pressure pills.
Shit, these fucking opioid ass people out
Yeah.
there.
Antidepressants.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Kind.
Those people that have to resort to those type of drugs,
They wake the fuck out, bro.
They're plagued, bro.
they're dangerous people.
Kind.
They're very dangerous. Like basically, you can't trust them. They're a danger to their environment.
The drugs that they're called dependents.
Yeah.
Because they're dependent on that drug, on that high, on that pain relief. Kind, yeah. Let me finish this. 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Let that be the last pill of opioids, or the last, vial of opioids, and then they're fighting for it. They're gonna kill each other for that last vial. They ain't gonna divide it up here. You take some, I take some. They gonna want to take them all.
Kind.
Because they understand, if I don't have my pills every 3-4 hours or whatever the dosage is supposed to be
Kind.
for pain tolerance, I'm gonna lose it. And these people all equate not having it as pain.
Yeah.
You
It
gotta
all
understand.
comes off as pain.
You gotta understand this. Without people having jobs and their income, money coming in, a lot of those people that depend on those pain pills, they're not per se their prescription,
Yeah.
but there's someone else's prescription that sells it. I knew a person that was selling his prescription pills to one of these persons that for like thousands of dollars. For thousands of dollars. So if you ain't got that money, you sitting around like everyone else waiting on the stimulus check so you can go give to the pill man. So Esau got all you motherfuckers in the trip bag. Waiting on a stimulus check, waiting on Esau to give you a handout.
Chip.
much, yeah.
Stimulus chip. Waiting on the stimulus chip.
All right, verse 16. For there shall be sedition, among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Your money bracket, your status in society, no matter how high up, it's not gonna matter. You see everybody catching this COVID-19 deal. It don't even matter what you have or not, right? What position you are. It's going, and when everything's gone in society, your money's not gonna protect you. The best you got is that you bought up enough to be able to sustain you if you're high up. But that also makes you a target. so deal with those two dynamics. You have without to ready to go take somebody's shit, or you have enough and you gotta protect what you got. Either way, they're gonna come and invade you, or you're gonna invade them. It's going down. You want 28 rolls of toilet paper out of you right now.
Yep.
Come and get you. And a loaf of bread, you know?
This article came in, analysis, Washington State can see over 300,000 job losses by summer due to COVID-19.
300,000.
said 300,000.
300,000
300,000. Wow.
Where, Washington?
in Washington. Yeah.
Yeah, the government. Yeah.
Starting to sprinkle.
That's 300,000 that they need. They're gonna have to.
Just in that state.
They're gonna have to just prepare for them to tear shit up and put them in those FEMA detention centers in that region.
Kind.
You know. So now you see why Trump is bringing in those million troops.
Yeah.
These people they finna go ape shit. And especially if this is prolonged.
Kind.
And you even have experts saying that at least expect at least 200 to 300,000 people in America to get infected by the virus.
Yeah.
200 to 300,000 cases.
It's already 120 right
Yeah.
now.
140.
Oh, 140 right now.
140.
Kind.
Exponential.
Yeah, kind. Hell yeah.
You know.
I think they reported like 20 or 30 deaths since we just been here at camp.
Oh, damn.
272 deaths today, 142,082 cases.
How many? 200?
142,000 cases. Oh, kind. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Hey, that's happening now. You know, you can't get from one state to the other now. You got family members in a whole nother state. You're not gonna be able to, get to them if you needed to. You know.
Shit, cross town you might not be able to get to them.
Yeah.
Wait too long.
Yeah, man. 'Cause they got everything, on lockdown, man. Then you're gonna go into another city and shall not be able. You have a lot of Jake that thought they was gonna go to a whole nother city to keep the Passover.
Yeah, kind.
And now those plans have been foiled.
Showing
You
that
can't even come
Passover
together to have
it
that
wasn't the right
Passover.
time. They holding their Passover at the wrong time. They held it wrong. But we're not gonna judge you in that. Just saying, you ain't getting to your Passover. We held ours. This shit kicked off during the week of ours. So, after we held it, after the actual day of the Passover, the week of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, was when this pretty much kicked off.
Yep. Yeah, they setting everything up, man. And how you know that a lot of this is aimed at Jake? They even took off the basketball rooms. They had a lot of basketball courts. They don't want niggas playing pickup games when they need to be on lockdown.
As long as the rims is out there, Jake was going.
Jake's still gonna be out there.
Jake's still out there right now with the fucking
Jake get a
milk crate.
Hey, they can get a football. They can get a football and have a game.
All it takes is one. Hey, Edomite said this shit, it pissed me off, but it was so true. He said, you ever notice, you talking about Hispanics, but I saw this on any Jake, right? He was like, you ever notice if you just throw a random ball into a group of people, a game will just start. Particularly Jake's, a game will just start. Just all it takes is one guy to tap the ball with his foot or whatever. The next guy comes over to guard it and shit. Jake catch the ball, he just put the handle through the legs, and all of a sudden somebody gonna guard it.
Yeah.
Now it's a game going. Then he lose the ball, somebody fall in their hands, it's a damn game going. Esau knows that that's all it takes for Jake. And you know what? Whatever you were just thinking, man, fuck this white man. You could be marching or whatever. Somebody drop a couple balls out there.
Yeah, niggas are easily distracted.
Easy.
You know?
They gonna forget what they was out there for. Start playing sports.
Bro.
Straight up. Just go right into sports.
Hey, Big G, say that, man.
It was off a movie. Y'all brothers might know. It was a movie. This dude, he was a racist guy. I think he was like Italian, I think. He said, what are you doing to stop 5 black guys from raping a white woman and throwing them a basketball?
Damn.
Maybe that was a Goodfellas. That was probably a Goodfellas or someone of the Italian. Yeah, one of the Italian movies.
It wasn't that one, it was that Bad Company one, is it? Was it Bad
I
Company?
don't know.
The one where he said about the Italians being Jakes?
I don't think Goodfellas.
Goodfellas sound about right.
That was with Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken
True
and
Romance.
Dennis Hopper and all of was in that
Yeah.
other movie I'm thinking of. Yeah. That's how you distract Jake.
Yeah.
From whatever agenda they was on, throw him the ball, man.
Bro, somehow, some way, let a basketball game come on right now.
Bro.
Lakers and somebody.
Yeah,
Man,
bro.
these should be clear.
Yeah.
Because everyone, because they ain't been watching sports for so long.
Yeah.
That's like a drug to Jake.
Gone.
You know,
Yep.
any kind of competitive boxing, anything. Jake gonna be glued to the TV.
Hey,
Entertainment.
Bread and circus.
The words I'm on, bread and circus,
That's
man.
why Apostle Kahar made that video, man.
Gone.
Jake don't get it.
Yeah.
Jake, he just want to be entertained all day.
Yeah.
And entertainment is basically just distraction.
Gone.
That's it. That's the word.
You niggas love being distracted, man. You don't like dealing with reality. You know, and that's the reason why this thing is gonna catch you like a thief in the night, man. You know? You should really, like I said, you should be really trying to seek the Lord while he may be found, man. Because the Lord, you know, like it tells you in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, you know, he's not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. You know, but he don't want to have to destroy you, but he's gonna do it.
Gone.
You know, because you niggas don't want to be, y'all don't want salvation. You know, been in Babylon way too long, man. You know. Yep. Just getting a scripture, a script. Jake just want to be entertained, man, and that's why, you know, they don't watch our videos like that.
Gone.
Or if they do, it's just because there's some type of entertainment value in it.
Or they looking for something in the description or the title.
Gone.
You know, like Apostle Tahar said. If I said, you know, Apostle Tahar, Edomite woman kisses the Apostle Tahar boots or something like that,
That's gonna get
a million hits.
Clickbait.
Yeah. Or and even videos that brothers do. If we do something that's going into something spiritual, maybe 20, 30, 100. And you say something about
Nigga
a
woman.
nigga woman, some athlete, something that has to do with the social media or whatever's going on.
So-called
Jake
Jake.
is views. They don't even listen. They may listen to the intro and what it's talking about, and that's it.
Yep.
Just to see if this is something that sparked their interest, something ignorant they can laugh at.
And that's the point. That's why I noticed that Brothers in the Truth do their videos. If they have footage of something that they're about to break down or break down the scriptures, they'll wait. They won't put it at the very beginning of the video.
Gone.
You gotta kind of show a little bit of it, like the hype, the real good YouTube channels will show a quick clip of it. Then they'll make you wait to damn near the middle end of the video to get the full clip of it.
Yeah.
You know, just to keep it, keep you kind of watching.
Yeah.
You know, they'll put the
to kind of grab your attention for as long as they need. Yeah.
How long I gotta watch for this to happen? You know, how long along in the video till he say this or that?
And then the niggas in the comment section will put go to mark number. Yeah.
See the point.
And that's what the Apostle Paul, he said, he caught some of the elect. He said, I caught you in guile.
Yeah, gone.
Yep, I caught you a trick. Hey, everything we're doing up here.
The hook.
Yeah, gone.
It's
Clickbait.
official, yeah, this is the hook.
Gone.
The hook, man.
Yeah. So grab that's good for me.
Man, I'm gonna start the thumbnail. Just put a big booty bitch as your thumbnail, and Jake's gonna be like, oh shit, what you about to talk about?
Big old titties.
Yeah, woman gets cussed out, have a woman like this should have on the street somewhere.
Israelite slap Edomite woman. You know, it like
Over
you get
oppression.
you get a strike for that just for the title alone.
He said over impression.
Hey, Jake, that's when you get over you.
And something, you know, it's sad. Something carnal like that would draw Jake in.
Yeah.
Like you know.
I woke up to the white woman gets slapped by the Edomite, you know. Jake wake up and shit like that.
After I see no, I couldn't stop watching.
Man, this what's going on out there?
Y'all get to slap Edomite women?
Yeah.
Esau kisses prophet's shoe.
Yeah.
Oh, I woke up to that video, you know. It'd be the silliest shit,
Yeah,
but hey, as long as you come to repentance, it's all good, man. But y'all bullshit.
Gone.
Y'all bullshit, man.
Yeah, the men of the Lord, the prophets didn't need gimmicks.
Gone.
You know, it was either you heard the word being preached and you was, you know, you were quickened, or it just wasn't for you at all. It didn't catch on. You know, that's pretty much how the Lord is gathering his elect, is through the word. Man.
Gone.
Right.
Nothing else. No gimmicks, no entertainment, no music.
Oh, we gotta catch the boat, bro.
Yeah, you got the boat, huh?
Call all y'all about some outside. Gone. The phone catches this camera don't catch it that well. But
Mine
the
see
phone
it.
catches it. The phone caught it.
All right, go ahead.
That's beautiful, man. Because it's raining a little bit, but
The sun's still out.
the sun is still out a little bit, so
Hey, there's a brighter
that's a
day
beautiful
coming, man.
beautiful
Gone,
scenery,
bro.
man.
Gone.
Brighter day coming.
That's right.
But it's darkness coming too.
Gone.
That's this rain, you know? Signifies.
So you can see the calm before the storm.
Right. Hey, read that, bro. I forget the point that I was looking.
Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 27.
Yep.
Say thou thus unto them. Thus saith the Lord power, as I live, surely they are in the waste. Surely they that are in the waste shall fall by the sword.
Uh-huh.
And him that is in the open field will I give to the beast to be devoured.
Yeah, hey, beast, just because you flee to the mountains or you live out in the rural areas, animals are still gonna come and get you. If you're not under the power of your Yahweh Shemi, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And they that be in the forts and in the caves shall die of the pestilence. For I will lay the land most desolate, and the pomp of her strength shall cease.
And the pride and the pomp and arrogancy of your strength will cease. That's the Heavenly Father's frustrated with you people, man. The pride you have, not knowing, the willingly not knowing, willingly ignorant of the days that are coming upon you. Keep going.
And the mountains of Israel shall be desolate, that none shall pass through.
Yep.
Then shall they know that I am the Lord, when I have laid the land most desolate.
They're going to know the Heavenly Father. They're going to know the Heavenly Father was the one doing it when they see how desolate everything has become. Okay? You're going to realize, damn, when the streets is empty and we've been out here for how long? We're still coming out. You people aren't showing up. All right? You're going to realize when it's too late, you're going to come looking to this same corner, and we're not going to be here. Okay? And we're not going to be here. And that should let you know you fucked up. You missed out. The doors of mercy are now closed. Go ahead, bro.
Then shall they know that I am the Lord, when I have laid the land most desolate, because of all their abominations which they have committed.
Uh-huh.
Keep reading, right?
Yep.
Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses.
Yep, keep going.
And speak one to another, every one to his brother.
Yeah, they know that we're out here. They make mention that we're out here, but they don't want to do nothing about it. They see us on the video, they don't click on it, they don't want nothing to do with what we got going on. Well, if you ain't gonna take the righteous path, the straight gate, then you're gonna have to take that broad way. You get destroyed, the path to destruction. All right, but a path must be chosen. You're gonna be on one of them paths.